never been the same since. Listening on the Misty.
So one of the first things I talked about was the decolonisation of our idea of what pūrākau is, and the second is theorising te pū o te rākau, or pūrākau. And it's been wonderful over the years to have had wānanga with groups of people about, you know, what does pūrākau tell us, the word pūrākau, the memory of this word, tell us about how important pūrākau were in our lives. And it's no coincidence that pūrākau, the word pūrākau, is the word for story in our world. And so people have a whole lot of ways of thinking about pūrākau. What does pūrākau mean? I've put here te pū o te rākau is one way of thinking about it. And this really came from my work and my discussions with Professor Weremu Doherty, and we were writing our doctoral theses at the same time, and so we engaged in lots of great kōrero. And he is someone who has grown up in the bush, in the ngahere, and talked to me a lot about rākau. And so if we think about te pū o te rākau, and I've just got that little diagram there to remind us, te pū is like the origin or the foundation. If you think about that word pū, how it's used in our language, te pū manawa, te pū waha, te pū take, what are some others doing? Te pū kōrero is like the main key origin, the foundation. So I would, looking at that picture, think that pūrākau is that trunk and those roots, that really strong part of the rākau that really draws in the nutrients and allows that tree to grow. Te pū o te rākau. The rākau, of course, is not only a tree, but there are many uses of rākau. There are many types of rākau, and reminded about that. The importance of rākau at the wānanga last week when Paula Sharples was there, and we were talking about maurākau, whaiaha, maurākau. And so, yes, so te pū o te rākau. Te pū o te rākau helped me think about and theorise pūrākau in order to think more deeply about methodology. So, if we see ourselves as trees, and this is, I suppose, starting to think about how we you know, use pūrākau as methodology. You know, ko tātou ngā rākau. It's not a metaphor. Trees are not a metaphor for us. We are the trees. Tāne mahuta, tāne whakapiripiri. Then how do pūrākau enable us as trees to grow? How important are stories? How important are these stories of our world in terms of us growing, in terms of us thriving and nurturing other trees? So you start to think more deeply about how critical pūrākau are. Pūrākau are not just stories. They're not just myths and legends, fiction, fantasy, fables, vignettes, but they're really critical to our understanding of the world. They are te pū o te rākau. So, and I've just included the next slide.
And where they're rooted. What are they rooted in?
Yeah. Of te ngahere as a reminder of where the pūrākau live. So we think about our Māori rākau, and ngahere again gives us a clue about how we understand our story. So ngahere being ngā being the, here being binds, is the things that bind us together. And if you look at our bush, our trees live together. They're all connected. They actually don't grow very well by themselves.
Amplified by what she knows. Knapsacks, headphones, she be stepping with that rugged flow.
Iwai muri e mātou, i o mātou tohunga o taua wā tonu. He aha koe i tāmitia o tātou, tō tātou iwi, o tātou tohunga o taua wāra, ki ngā ture a te kāwanatanga, he mea ana koe te Tohunga Suppression Act. Kāre i mutu a rātou mahi tātari i te taiao. Kāre rātou i mutu i tā rātou tātai whetū, tātai kōkōrangi, tātai te moana, tātai te ngahere, tātai te maunga, tātai te tangata. I roto i a rātou mahi tātai, i whai wāhi ai o mātou tohunga, o roto o ngā tipiki au. O tira te tokotoru a manawa kotokoto, ki te tātai tuhi i tā rātou i kite ai, i tā rātou i whea koe.
Tuio ki te rangi, tuio ki te whenua, tuio ki te ngā kau o ngā tangata, o te mea nui ko te aroha, e te iwi, kia Māori te tū, kia Māori te ao!
E tupu e rea mō ngā rātoa.
Our genealogies tell me the names of those tupuna, those ancestors, but who came before them? In this series, I want to understand where we come from and how our people got here. There have been so many theories about our origins. Last time I travelled to the Tahitian island of Raiatea, where I found what I believe is my Hawaii, my homeland. But there are still so many questions.
Nō reira Māori mā, no āhia rānei tātou. Are we from Asia?
Was there a great fleet? Were my ancestors great sailors or starving refugees? I want to put everything I believe to the test. I want to follow our stories back to Hawaii and then go further to find out what came before.
Ono mai ki au, ke hiko i tahi tātou, i te ao whānui, me te tomo au o te wā. So join me as I travel across the world and through time.
And for Māori, whakapapa is our genealogical connections to our environment, whether it is an animate or an inanimate object, and so we all descend as living things. And so for us, we are actually made of the earth. The first person is actually from the sand that our atua created. And so we are part of this world, and when it is our time, we end up returning back to the earth. So this, I don't want to call it a concept because it's just a thing that exists for us, but whakapapa is pretty much the essential way that we see the world. And through whakapapa, we actually learn our mātauranga Māori. This is our own way of knowledge that is passed on from one another and encompasses everything within our culture. And encompasses everything within our culture as well. And so Mātauranga Māori is the body of traditional and contemporary knowledge about the world, both physical and spiritual, that is held by my people. It is the process by which information is observed, tested, interpreted, and built on, and is handed down through the generations. It is inseparable from our culture, our values, and our beliefs. And as I've already said, and I will continue to say, that Māori are connected with nature because we are part of them, as the previous speakers before in my session have told us.
So when we look at a worldview, for Māori, we're looking at it in terms of whakapapa and pūrākau, mainly. So then what's the whakapapa of wai? Well, before Papa Tuanuku, there was a tupuna that was called Wainui Ātea. So from Wainui Ātea, we get these, all these tamariki, moana nui, moana roa, moana pōtango, moana hakeri, moana tū i te wao, those are our inland lakes, moana tapoko, the turbulent oceans, and moana tū i te repo. And it's moana tū i te repo that's been killed. And it's causing this raru that we are struggling to fix Because if we go back to the Pūrākau for an explanation about Mōna Tū i te repo, there was a paka, we have to go back again to our Pūrākau, the pakanga i te Pairangi, when Rangi and Papa Tuanuku were being separated, I pakanga tāne rau ko Tangaroa. So Tāne and Tangaroa had this battle, and Tāne ate some of Tangaroa's children. Yeah, that's why I love my pāu and kina. And in that pakanga, Tangaroa promised Tāne that forever and a day he was going to send his waters up and he was going to gouge out Papa Tuanuku. He was going to drag Tāne's children into the sea and drown them. So that's our explanation of that Pūrākau. So who stood in between? Mōna Tū i te repo, our swamplands. Te mahi a Mōna Tū i te repo was to be the intermediary between that pakanga, ne? So when Tangaroa sends all these waters up, gouges out the land and drags all those trees like you saw at Tolaga Bay, Mōna Tū i te repo was there to stop them rushing out into the sea, stop the silting and stop all that paru that flows out into the moana. Over 90% of Mōna Tū i te repo wiped out. Yeah? But no one has a voice and no one speaks for her to bring her back. Because without her, we are going to struggle to get our waterways right. Yeah? And that's going back to that. And then so the other mahi too for Mōna Tū i te repo, that she was like a wet sponge. Yeah? And in a dry period, that wet sponge will get squeezed out. And she will push that water out to rehydrate the rivers and the waterways. Without Mōna Tū ki te repo, you're not going to get, all you'll see will be dust bowls in years to come. So this is coming from a Mātauranga Māori point of view. So if you draw from that Mātauranga Māori or Mātauranga Hokianga or wherever you want, every iwi have their own Mātauranga, their kōrero or their Pūrākau. So don't accept this as the definitive explanation of this, because every hapu and every iwi have their kōrero. But this is what I was taught. So I'm just going to pass this on, and me he ana wa rapua mai te me he hakatika. So we get this, so if you hold that world view, you also hold a view that we are connected to the environment. Ne? And how do we do that? Well, there's a kōrero, ka hore he aha I hangātia I ahu noa mai rānei, kia noho wehe I tēnei au. Aha kua matangaro ka mōhio te mauri.
How important are stories? How important are these stories of our world in terms of us growing, in terms of us thriving and nurturing other trees? So you start to think more deeply about how critical Pūrākau are. Pūrākau are not just stories. They're not just myths and legends, fiction, fantasy, fables, vignettes, but they're really critical to our understanding of the world. They are te pū o te rākau. So, and I've just included the next slide.
And where they're rooted. What are they rooted in?
Yeah. Of te ngahere as a reminder of where the Pūrākau live. So if we think about our Māori rākau, and ngahere again gives us a clue about how we understand our story. So ngahere being ngā being the, here being binds, is the things that bind us together. And if you look at our bush, our trees live together. They're all connected. They actually don't grow very well by themselves. They need each other to grow. So te pū o te rākau sits amongst and thrives within other rākau. So I've been thinking about trees as I drove down from Tāmaki to Waikato this morning, and was looking at all the non-native trees and thinking about who planted those trees and why are they there, and why are they in that straight line. And, you know, I think that those are really good things to reflect on and thinking about Pūrākau And who planted that pūrākau? Why is it there? Who planted that story? Who is trying to grow this new story, if you like? Where are our native rākau in relation to these rākau? Why did one of the first things that colonisation do actually cut down all our bush and plant,
Roses.
rearrange, that's right, rearrange our terrain and our landscape. And that, pūrākau are really, the stories of our land, the stories in our land.
And so one way of passing on our mātauranga, sharing our whakapapa, is through pūrākau. Some say this in English is storytelling. But for us, our pūrākau is an integral part of mātauranga Māori and is one of the main ways that we actually communicate our histories, the wars that we've had, the people that we've met, the relationships that we've made with the mountains and the animals and the insects and the soil and the waters. And it kind of tells us of how we have lived in the past, because we have a main saying is that we look to our past to look forward to the future. And we are constantly told this as we're growing up within our communities. And so pūrākau is one way that is told to us. And as you can see here, there is kind of a description that one of my mātua, my kaumātua, my elders has passed on, that it is a deliberate construct employed to encapsulate and condense into easily understood forms of our knowledge in relation to our atua, our deities, the universe, so not just thinking about nature as what we see, but also everything else that is in the world, and then amongst ourselves. So pūrākau is the fundamental way to understand our world. I don't think I'd be here without them. And amongst them, they have a lot of codified knowledge, metaphorical and literal meanings. Our people were very poetic, but we were only poetic because of the nature we had around us. So pūrākau for me is very key to who I am and to how I got here. And so through pūrākau,
ko te whare atua o rangi rāua ko papa. Ko te kawa tēnā uru au moko. Ko te kotahi o na mātāmua. I te pōtiki, te otiki, o te rangi, me te whenua. Ko te utanga rau o te aroha o na mātua o tōna whāna. Nā reira, ko wahorangi tēnei, he aroha nei. Tahi tō he tipua he areki, he atua, he tangata no te whenua o te au o Papatūānuku rāua, ko rangi nui. No Hawaii ki rā no te kākano i ruia mai rangi a Atea. Takarangi. Takarangi. Taurikura, Hawaii ki hou, te aniwaniwa, te ingoa o taku pōtiki. Taku otiki, taku utanga rau. Te reka o nā tuakana. Longo, hen. Ko taku mahi he hoatu i taku atua ki taku pōtiki. Ai. Ngā wai. Ko te utanga rau o te aroha o tō māua whānau. Te kawa o te rāmea o te kawa atua i hoatu ki o na mātāmua atuākana katoa. A tāhua tō rātou mahi ki te whakatipu. Ka kawengia te rākau o te rau o wahorangi ki runga ki ngā kurahuri no i tō tātau motu mai te tonga ki te nota, te rāwhiti atu ki te uru putanoa ki tō napito. Kua tipu. Katoa we nā mea kei te pāro o kūringa kei te tuku i o.
Tuyo ki te rangi! te ngā kauonga tangata, o te mea nui ko te aroha. E te iwi, kia Māori te tū, kia Māori te ao.
E tupu e rea